So my opponent played queen c5 here, which is interesting. So the question is, should c3 be played? What should we do here? Does it make sense? Or should we play something else? So I'll just open it up to opinions from the viewers. If anyone would like to share their thoughts, feel free. C3 is bad, according to Chess Guy. Okay. What's your reasoning? Why is it bad? What could go wrong after a move like c3? Okay, why can't you take b4? It seems like you formed that opinion really quickly. Is that based on a feeling? Okay, the bishop's trapped, right? But did you actually calculate and search for ideas and see if that's really true? Okay, so Chess Guy says yes, but he's wrong. So that's great. I love it when people are wrong. That's where learning happens. See, I evaluated this position like this. White has a space advantage. The knight on d4 is really good. The knight on b4 is kind of crappy because it's pinned to the queen. The queenside play is not happening because of the pawn on b5. It's blocking the whole thing. But the problem with this knight is very temporary, so of course calculation is needed. Queen b3 seems better. Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure if I considered queen b3 at the time. That looks like an interesting move. I guess I didn't really need to find queen b3 though, because there are other options here, more forcing options. Queen b3, it seems a little bit neither here nor there. Queen c3 is another suggestion. Interesting. So the idea is that if they trade, the knight is still trapped. Okay. But you only win a pawn. Okay. So what would you guys consider as the main line? What should we check out first? Like, let's pretend we were playing this game as white. So we're considering c3. We're considering queen b3. And we're considering also, what was it, queen c3, right? These are our three main options. Any other options for first moves? I'm kind of guessing no. So why don't we analyze one of them first? Maybe I'll just decide which one we're going to do first. Let's analyze first queen b3, because I didn't even consider that move. I'd really like to take a look at it. So let's imagine queen b3. I'll just draw arrows so people can follow along. But of course, we're not going to move any pieces since that's not how calculation happens. So if we are looking at queen b3 like it could win a pawn or something, we have to look for counterplay for our opponent. What are their resources? Any suggestions? Obviously, a4 is not good. It's a forcing move, but it's antithetical to the position. Queen takes b4 just wins a piece. So we have to look a little bit harder. All right, Chess Guy says they just lose an exchange. A full exchange? So queen b3 wins a piece. Anyone think that it doesn't win a piece? I just checked to see if the position's really winning. Just in case. Okay, maybe queen b3 is also good. I think maybe it would go like queen b3 and then queen c7, or maybe queen b6. And then I guess you still want to play c3. And the knight can't move. Interesting. So maybe queen b3 is an alternative solution. Maybe I didn't pick this example very well. I actually calculated just c3. Queen c3 also maybe is good. Maybe this position is too winning. After queen c3, I was also thinking that no, I think queen c3 is probably not good enough. I was thinking queen b6 here. Because I remember I did look at this during the game. After queen b6, the knight's not pinned anymore. And we actually do have a threat. We're threatening knight a6. So they have to take. But then there's probably some good compensation here. For example, maybe I would play bishop d7. Maybe knight g4 first. I want to do something like this. Get the knight really active. But this position is probably just too good. So maybe I picked badly. Queen b3 is pretty nice, I'd say, because it has all the similar ideas, but still allows pawn c3. Okay, but in the game I actually played c3 immediately. And this is not a bad move. So let's figure out why it's a bad move, since Chess Guy immediately condemned it and then suggested another good move. But this move is fine as well. He said that the bishop is trapped. A little bit of hasty calculation, I think. Didn't search for ideas. So I guess we could put the game move as a sample for what black did. I think Chess Guy is correct that after pawn takes, the bishop is trapped and black is better. But there's another move here which still follows the same logic, but wins the knight for the reason that c3 is a good move. It's not like there's another resource here. We're just winning the knight. So any suggestions for what that move could be? Okay, so we have a suggestion for rook c1. After rook c1, what if they play like queen f8 or something? All right, so Chess Guy found it, queen e1. Good. So this is the move I played in the game, and my opponent simply lost a piece. And without counterplay as well. Because now my queen is joining the queenside situation. So there's not any counterplay. So this position, I won it pretty easily by trapping the piece. And it was based on good calculation. I did not stop calculating when I saw the problem that if I take, I get a trapped bishop. I kept looking for new ideas. So I guess for the question, how would you know to keep looking in this position? I guess what tipped me off is that this is a very awkward configuration of pieces. It was based on my experience. I knew that in a position like this, my opponent should not have any good moves, so I kept looking for ideas. But it's also just a good habit to scan for ideas generally. So even if you don't have any feeling that there should be a tactic, it's good to scan for some new ideas.